Each one's destiny cannot be altered. The perfect man of old looked after himself first before looking to help others. Being is thoughtless beyond and beneath all categories of thought. Expression is the realization of creative thought. Being is still. Expression, moving. But then if I do not strive, who will? Verily, God does not reward man for what he does, but for what he is. The hearing that is only in the ears is one thing. The hearing of the understanding is another. But the hearing of the Spirit is not limited to any one faculty to the ear or to the mind. Heaven is in everything. Follow the light. Hide in the cloudiness and begin in what is. Do this and your understanding will be like not understanding, and your wisdom will be like not being wise. By not being wise, you will become wise later. He who knows the activities of nature lives according to nature. Understanding that rests in what it does not understand is the finest. He who does his work like a machine grows, a heart like a machine, and he who carries the heart of a machine in his breast loses his simplicity. He who has lost his simplicity becomes unsure in the strivings of his soul. great knowledge sees all in one. Small knowledge breaks down into the many. The perfect man employs his mind as a mirror. Words are for meaning. When you've got the meaning, you can forget the words. To be constant is to be useful. To be useful is to realize one's true nature. Realization of one's true nature is happiness. When one reaches happiness, one is close to perfection. Study is to study what cannot be studied. Undertaking means undertaking what cannot be undertaken. Philosophizing is to philosophize about what cannot be philosophized about. Knowing that knowing is unknowable is true perfection. The portal of God is non-existence. All things sprang from non-existence. Existence could not make existence existence. It must have proceeded from non-existence and non-existence, and nothing or one. Herein is the abiding place of the sage. The way is to man as rivers and lakes are to fish, the natural condition of life. The torch of doubt and chaos. This is what the sage steers by. To be truly ignorant, be content with your own knowledge. Good order results spontaneously when things are let alone. When affirmation and negation came into being, Tao faded. After Tao faded, then came one-sided attachments. Listening stops with the ears. The mind stops with recognition, but spirit is empty and waits on all things. Compare birth with death. Compare death with life. Compare what is possible with what is not possible. And compare what is not possible with what is possible. Because there is not. And because there is not, there is. Forget about life. Forget about worrying about right and wrong. Plunge into the unknown and the endless, and find your place there. All men know the utility of useful things, but they do not know the utility of futility. Why don't you try wandering with me to the palace of not even anything? Calculate what man knows, and it cannot compare to what he doesn't know. Calculate the time he is alive, and it cannot compare to the time before he was born. Yet man takes something so small and tries to exhaust the dimensions of something so large. Look at this window. It is nothing but a hole in the wall. But because of it, the whole room is full of light. So when the faculties are empty, the heart is full of light. We cling to our own point of view, as though everything depended on it. Yet our opinions have no permanence. Like autumn and winter, they gradually pass away. I am going to try speaking some reckless words, and I want you to try to listen recklessly. He who knows he is a fool is not the biggest fool. He who knows he is confused is not in the worst confusion. The fact is that those who do not see themselves, but who see others, who fail to grasp of themselves, but who grasp others, take possession of what others have, but fail to possess themselves, they are attracted to what others enjoy, but fail to find enjoyment in themselves. The space under the sky is occupied by all things in their unity. Standards are different for all things. So the standard set by man is by. No means the only certain standard. If you mistake what is relative for something certain, you have strayed far from the ultimate truth. The man who has forgotten self may be said to have entered heaven. If one is true to one's inner self and follows its wisdom, who is without a teacher? The way comes about as we walk it. Sound intelligence promises victory in every battle. Human life is limited, but knowledge is limitless. To drive the limited in pursuit of the limitless is fatal, and to presume that one really knows is fatal indeed.